Hello, everyone. My name is Paul. I am the founder of Woke News Report and also the creator of Woke Board Game. And today we will be talking about Woke Board Game, just kind of an explanation about what it is, what its purpose is, how you play. It's basically an Monopoly style game, Monopoly style game, but it's a lot of fun. And I created it because woke culture is taking over everything. It's everywhere. Everywhere you turn around, you see it, you hear it, you read about it, you see it on TV. It's affecting parents, it's affecting kids, grandparents, everyone. So I thought, what better way to have a little fun and inject a little fun into the woke scene than to make fun of the woke? Because they're all about cancel culture and they don't know how to laugh or be in on a joke or anything. And so as you see, here is the board. This is the main board for woke. And there are various places that you can land on. And just like an Monopoly style game, you roll the dice, you go around the board, and you either lose money or you collect money. The idea is to not get woke and go broke, because that would be a bad thing, right? So what kind of things are on the board here? Well, hopefully a lot of funny things. So let's just make this a lot larger so that you can see some of the things that are on the board here. You were vaxxed 3 times, still got COVID. Well, first of all, if you land on this spot, you lose $25. But after you lose your $25, then you move into Bellevue Mental Hospital, where you miss a turn. Now, why do you belong in Bellevue? Because you got vaxxed 3 times and still got COVID. It's not a vaccine, in the sense of what vaccines used to be anyway. So, you almost have to be mentally ill to go along with the whole, get vaxxed 3 times, you still get COVID. Guess what? You belong in a mental hospital because you're crazy. Well, once you miss your turn and you leave the mental hospital, you head down and you lose another $100 because you're against voter ID. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So already, like, if you land on this spot, you lost $25, you missed a turn, you get out, you have to pay another $100 fine because you're against voter ID. Now, fortunately for you, the next roll of the dice, you'll pass the start and you'll collect $200. And so you're going to be collecting money as you go around. You can buy things like the Reagan Library here. And the Reagan Library is $50. Anyone that lands on it will have to pay you money, so you can make money in the game. You can lose money in the game. You can buy the Independence Hall or the Liberty Bell, Mount Rushmore. You can buy that for $150. And if people land on these things, then you're going to be collecting money. It's just fun. These are upside down. You support Antifa. You land here, you lose $50. If you went to CPAC, where the American flag is, you get $50. If you support drag shows at elementary schools, which is a big topic now. It wasn't a big topic when I created the game, actually. It wasn't as big a topic when I created the game. But you lose $50. If you know a male from a female, you collect $75. And if you choose your gender pronouns, you lose $100. So you get the idea of the game. It's a Monopoly style game. You roll the dice. You traverse around the board. You can either make money or lose money. Anytime you lose money, you're going woke. And you don't want to get woke and go broke. That's the point of the game. This one here, crocodile tears. This one cracks me up. You get crocodile tears, you lose $25. You automatically are sent into AOC's Kids in Cages. Remember that? She was standing next to the cages crying crocodile tears, basically, because there's kids in cages down at the border. So you land in AOC's Kids in Cages and Biden's border crisis. Now, the border crisis is real. That's a real problem. It's killing a lot of people. Fentanyl and all of that stuff coming across the border. No telling what's coming across the border. So you miss a turn if you land in here. But once you get out, you go right back to you chose your gender pronouns and you lose another $100. So you see, it's a difficult game. It's a fair game. Having played it, it's a very fair game. It's not necessarily the roll of the dice alone that determines the outcome of the game, because you can buy parts of the game and collect money. There are two side by side that you can buy. Rush Limbaugh's Golden EIB mic, which is, quite frankly, why I use that as the Woke News Report podcast. All of this is custom art that I had drawn and made and everything. And I'll tell you what happened. I formed the LLC. I got all the business licenses that I needed. Opened the bank accounts, got it all set up, built the website, the whole 9 yards. 4 days into sales, 4 days, Chase Bank canceled me. I kid you not. So we were making sales and things were looking like it was going to start taking off. And 4 days into sales, they refunded all the sales that I had made to that point, and they canceled the merchant account in 4 days. So what I had to do was I had to go and create a GiveSendGo. Just on the fly. Literally, I panicked. I went, what is going on here? And I thought, okay, the best way to do this probably is to do a GiveSendGo. And the GiveSendGo is real simple. I have a goal of $40,000, which is the same goal that I had when I released the game. And I haven't raised very much money, as you see, but that's okay. You know, some things don't happen overnight. You can pre-order the Woke board game today, and with your $40 donation, you will receive the fully produced game from the first production run when completed. Now, this is U.S. donors only. I wish it could be all over the world, but with shipping and everything. And this is a U.S.-made game. I've already got the manufacturer lined up. I've already got everything in place for it to go. Like, it's ready to go when we get the funding that we need in order to make it happen. It's ready to go. So the GiveSendGo is Woke board game. You know, it's givesendgo.com/woke board game, and I'll leave the link down here. But from COVID to 20 plus genders to drag shows in schools to global warming and the open border and more, wokeness is making an assault on decent people. It's time to fight back, and it really is. So it's just a fun game, man. I say here in the press release here, I say this game meets a need in the market to fight wokeness with humor. Their crazy ideology and cancel culture lack of humor is why this game was created, and really is so much fun to play. And honestly, I know I created the game, but it is a lot of fun to play. The reactions that I get from showing people or playing the game with people is hilarious. You know, because they're like, what? How? You know, how do you get away with some of the things that are in the game and things of that nature? It's just a lot of fun. Okay, community cards. Let's talk about that real quick. So in the game, you have community cards, and if you roll snake eyes or you roll a double six, you get to draw a community card. And so I thought I would give you a couple of examples of what the community card looks like. This is one. If you draw this card, you go directly to Trump derangement syndrome, and you miss 2 turns. Another one that you can get is you led the high school football team in prayer before the game, and you collect $50 for that if you draw that community card. Here's another example: is you wrote a children's picture book depicting graphic sexuality for first and second grade students, and you have to pay a fine of $100. So there's also community cards in the game. There's a lot of places to land. You can make money, lose money. You don't want to get woke and go broke. That's the whole point of the game. It's a lot of fun to play. People are shocked at some of the things that are in here, but you got to have fun and make fun of some people sometimes. Humor is still allowed, especially on the right. So I appreciate you tuning in to this. All the information is going to be in the links below. If you want to donate or do anything with the Give, Send, Go, that would be very much appreciated. I hope to have this game literally in the hands of people sometime soon. As soon as we hit that goal, we're going to be in manufacturing mode, and we're going to be getting and shipping it out to everyone. So thank you so much for tuning in.